Here we are again. We're going to go through one of the emails we get on a daily basis. We answer them all. Cindy does a really good job pointing people in the right directions to get them started. This email says, my 11-month-old German Shepherd lies down on the ground and refuses to get up when it's time to go in the car. Today, she mouthed my hand and drew blood. It was at my cuticle when I tried to pick her up and put her back into my SUV. I've tried the following: removing the crate and replacing it with a dog barrier behind the seat. I've tried treating with high-value toys. I've tried excitement. I've tried moving my car into a different location and even coming to the car from a different location. Once she's in the car, she's fine. There's no whimpering or pacing. She's in the car at least 4 times a week because she goes to work with me. She loves riding in golf cars and trucks. It's when she's going to get into my car that she pulls this little stunt with me. I know she's testing me. What can I do? Well, a good question. I think one of the first things that you should do is eliminate a medical problem with your dog. I would recommend taking the dog and having its hips and its elbows x-rayed. You can go to my website. I have a very good article that I wrote years ago on correct positioning for hip x-rays on dogs. I always recommend people print that out and take it to their vet because not all vets are good at x-raying dogs. And if the position is off just a little bit, it can have in my opinion, a drastic change in what the x-ray actually looks like, what the hips actually look like. So take your dog, get the hips x-rayed. That's the first thing to do. What we would do is we would turn your car basically into a dog crate. We would feed that dog in the crate. In other words, the only place it would ever get fed would be in the car. And we wouldn't necessarily take the car for a ride after it got into the car. We'd just take the dog out on leash. We would show the dog food, put it in the crate. If she chose not to eat it, take the dog food up, put it away, and she wouldn't get any food again until her next feeding session. So if you feed twice a day and she refused it in the morning, we would try it again in the evening. But if you only feed once a day, we would pick the food up, put it away, and she wouldn't get any food that day. And the next day, we would do the same thing. We would make no big deal about it. We'd take her out to the car. We'd show her the bowl of food. She'd come with us on leash, put the bowl of food in the car. She'd have the opportunity to jump in and eat. And when she was done, we would take her out, go play with her, put her away. I've never seen a dog that's going to starve to death. Sooner or later, that dog's going to get into the car and eat. And that's the only place it would eat from now on. Again, you don't have to drive away from it. You don't have to drive someplace after the dog is through eating. Just take the dog back out and put it away. That's a good start, and I think that'll solve your problem.